What is going on, you guys, and welcome back. So today I was going to help you guys on a little issue on NBA 2K18. Once you hit 90 overall in this game, you can influence free agents to sign on your team in the off season, and you can also influence trades for your GM to make, like to add players in your team. And I noticed some people have some problems with trying to make trades happen and get certain free agents to come to your team. Well, I found out it kind of depends on what situation they're in. So let me get off my bike real quick. So I'm gonna go over to my team. Actually, I'm gonna league stats, my minutes. Okay, this is my team right now. I got Curry, Clay, Kevin Durant. I just got Karl Anthony Towns over the offseason, and then I have me, 90 overall. So our whole lineup's 90s right now. And I got Draymond on the bench, of course, to bum. So if you go over to your team tab, you can influence free agents for the next season, so like Anthony Davis and Gordon Hayward. So one of the tips I wanted to show you guys was that it kind of depends on what situation they're in, because I tried to go for LeBron James over the offseason, and they just won the ring because I kind of simmed most of the playoffs. So he just won a championship last year, and I tried to get him on my team, but he didn't come over. But I got Karl Anthony Towns because I beat him in the playoffs. So I'm guessing it kind of depends on the success of the team. So if the team that they're on is like a contender, or they just won a championship, or they got into a deep playoff run, then they're probably not going to sign with your team. But if it's somebody like Karl Anthony Towns and the Timberwolves, when they go out second round, they might lean more towards signing with your team. So like Anthony Davis, for instance, would probably be a really good free agent to go for. Probably Gordon Hayward too, because the Celtics aren't that good in my game. But all the free agents that are on teams that aren't title contenders, they'll most likely sign with your team. I don't think contract has to do with anything at all, because Karl Anthony Towns' contract was like $30 million a year, I think. That's pretty damn high, and I still got him, so I don't think money has to do with it. I think it just depends on either overall or team success, or their mood on their team. So if they want to get traded, then obviously the trade would probably go through easier. So I'm gonna go over to influence trade. So you see the contracts right here, like John Wall's $37.8 million. That's actually ridiculous. It's probably not going to happen if you try to go for John Wall. You probably won't be able to trade for him. But if you go for somebody here, I'll try to find somebody real quick. I bet if you went for somebody like Kevin Love, you'd have more success, just because he's a lower overall. He's an 87 overall, and I'm guessing the Cavaliers would probably be more willing to give him up. And probably somebody like Gordon Hayward, you'd probably be able to get Gordon Hayward easier. Just players like that. I don't know about Blake Griffin, but maybe DeAndre Jordan, he'd probably be easier to go for. Just players like that aren't number one on their team. They're either mid to high 80s, some low 90 overalls are kind of easy to go for too. You'd probably be able to get players like Whiteside, and maybe even, well, Kemba left the Hornets, so he's not there anymore. But yeah, maybe players like Paul George, because he switches teams every year, so you'd probably be able to get him too. So just go for players like that if you're trying to look for people to trade for. You're not going to get people like LeBron James or Kevin Durant, because I don't know, it's kind of broken. They kind of scammed you, or 2K kind of scammed us with the influence trade thing. It's a bunch of shit. It doesn't even work. You can't even get players you can't even get high 90s overall. If you go for Kawhi Leonard, you're not going to get him. It's just not going to work. So players like that, you're just not going to be able to get. It's just not going to work at all. So I'd recommend going to free agency over the offseason, getting your players there, because you can pick 3 players, and you're most definitely going to get one of them. Because I had Whiteside, I had Whiteside, Karl Anthony Towns, and LeBron James last year. Those were my 3 picks, and I got Karl Anthony Towns. So yeah, I definitely recommend going into free agency to get your players. I would not go try to trade, because it's not going to work, and you're just going to waste your time trying to see if you can get anybody. Yeah, but I hope this did help you guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you did like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Anyways, y'all, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.